Hi, my name is Paudie O'Connor. I'm the Vice President of Operations with Boston Scientific in Clonmel in Ireland. We have a facility here with over 900 people responsible for developing, manufacturing, sterilising, distributing active implantable devices, pacemakers and defibrillators. Really cool technology. I joined the company here back in 1998 as a manufacturing engineer, grad engineer. Great opportunity, great hunting ground. It was a startup organization. You were the jack of all trades, which is just a fantastic learning opportunity when you just jump into opportunity after opportunity. And I think that's what characterizes and would define what was successful about my early career, that I did just that. Kind of fearless to take on opportunities, as I describe to people now, running to the flame if there's a problem, sticking your hand up, getting stuck in, and you just learn so much. So I think early in your career, finding those learning opportunities and taking them, and that's hard work, and but very rewarding. And I think people notice that. People often ask me today, what do I look for in people? And what I would routinely tell them is attitude. I look for attitude. I think you can, we have a great screening process. We hire smart people, capable people, competent people. But the reality is when you join an organization, you are going to learn so much more in those doors. So what you need to bring in is the right attitude, the right spirit, and organizations sit up and notice those type of people. And that's the type of organization we have here. It's a very values-based organization, rewards, high performance, collaboration, spirit, just attitude. So for me, another thing that I did early in my career, I got an opportunity to move to the US. So at the time I was just newly married, had a young baby, in fact a baby on the way, and I was asked to go and run a production line in the US, and I was like, great, jump on a plane, take the opportunity. These things don't come by very often, if at all. So I think that would be another piece, to take the opportunities when they roll by. I think that's very important. So did that. It was a great opportunity, learning another culture, getting stuck in, seeing how people get on. And again, even when I was in the US, jumped into a different job a year in because it was an area that was struggling. Again, characteristic of taking risks, and taking those opportunities to come by. So since then, coming back to Clonmel, back now 6 years ago, and 5 years ago taking this seat. One thing you will find as you move up in the ranks is that you need to get work done through people versus doing it yourself. And I think early career is characterized by getting that work done yourself, and largely individual contributor contributions. But if you want to get places, obviously you need to figure out how to unlock people's potential and motivate and inspire them. And that's what leaders in Boston Scientific get valued for, rewarded for, and that's the expectation. And that is just very gratifying to see people get on. And our role as leaders is to reward that, see that, recognize that, and make people feel good about doing that. And that's the type of organization I find people want to work in. So. And finally, I would say, career-wise, as much as you need advocates for yourself in organizations, basically you're responsible for your own career. That's a trademark of anyone that succeeds, is they take responsibility. So that means taking the chances when they arise, as I said earlier. But one cautionary note, I would say, being preoccupied by where your career is taking you, and having that been front of mind all the time, I think maybe a watch out, because I simply put it to people that walk in my door, hey, people that do good things happen to them. And if you can just focus on what's in front of you, as they say in sports, you're as good as your last game. I think that's true in the business environment as well. So that would be my last piece of advice. And finally, hey, if you're considering working in Boston Scientific, you couldn't find a better place to work. Company, great leadership. CEO now, Mike Mahoney, bringing real strong values into the organisation, a great compass on how we behave and act. So that's very useful. But also the medical device industry itself, so rewarding. I've worked in a couple of different places in my time, the airline business, I've worked with Intel, so really cool technologies as well. But I'm telling you, when you work in the medical device business, you get all of that and more, which includes, every day, everything we put together, every device we make, we know there's a patient on the end of that device that's going to depend on that performing to both either improve or save or extend their lives, and that's a very gratifying place to be. So with that, wish you well. Thanks for watching, and best of luck in your career and whatever you choose to do.